Yahawah is the Most High God. Yahweh Shai to the world, and He calls Jesus the Christ. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone who bring the wealth of the Spirit, teaching and believing this word. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to have on their spirit to endure. And the mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth and four corners of America, in and out of congregations, teaching this word and believing in this word. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to have on your spirit to endure. And for the wives and the single sisters that's playing a role as wives and trying to pursue to be virtuous women, loving and silent women, Lord willing, you can continue to be believers of this word. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in this faith. So I'm gonna just hop into, just something real quick, just a few verses, and then just a commentary, and then I'm gonna just close out. What it takes to follow Yahawah Shai, right? Even calling on the name of Yahawah Shai, saying that you're a believer, saying you following Him. When you come in this thing, you want to let go of all things that you have learned, right? And what you think you know. Come in this thing with an open heart, being sincere, and wanting to learn because you want to build yourself and you want to show yourself approved by studying. Of course, you want to read chapters, you're going to take notes, and you want to study your notes because you want to watch what you are teaching. Because if it's not lining up with the men of the Lord that the Most High put in front of us, the prophets, the elders, the bishops, the apostles, right, the evangelists, that the Lord ordained to actually teach His ministry in truth, right, in sincerity, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of book, chapter, verse of Yahawah Shem Yahushai. So first, I'm going to go to, this is Luke, the ninth chapter, verse 17 to 62. It says, and it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. And Yahushua said unto him, fox have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of the Most High. And another said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. This is the point. Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Just like how Lot wife, when we looking back at what we left, we are not fit for the kingdom. The Lord called us for His mission, not our mission. When you look at Luke, the 10th chapter, verse 16, right? Because we have to understand St. John 6 and 44. If the Most High, right, draw you to His Son, if you're not drawn to His Son, you can't even say you have the truth or you are in the truth. You can't even say you in the ministry, because the ministry is the administration, the ministry of Moses, the apostles, the prophets, and the elders. Luke 10 and 16. He that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despiseth you, despiseth me. He that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me. Right? And we have to understand, even me at work listening to the whole book of Acts, when you see where Paul came into a situation where he was killing Christians, he was keeping the law, but he was killing especially people that was believing in Hamashiach Yahushai. Then the Lord blinded him and brought him into the fold because the Lord wanted to use him to teach His people, let alone to go to the Gentiles. And when I go up, when you go up to verse 51, this is Luke chapter 10, verse 51 to 56, is going into a Samaritan village rejects Yahushua. And we know Samaria is where I believe is the land of where Ephraim is at, right? But this is where a lot of the northern kingdom reside. It says, and it came to pass when the time was come that he should be received up. He standfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem, and sent messengers before his face, and they went and entered into a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. And they did not receive him because his face was as though he would go to Jerusalem, right? So they didn't want to receive him because it looked like he going to Jerusalem where the Jews is residing, right? He ain't dealing with us, right? Verse 54, it says, when his disciples, James, John, saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elijah did? Second Kings, the first chapter, verse 9 to 16. You should definitely go read it. Beautiful chapter. And this is what he said in the 55th verse. But he turned and rebuked him and said, ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of, right? For the Son of Man is not come to destroy man's lives. But who was we just talking about? This is not another nation. This is Israelites, the northern kingdom that's over in this area, right? But he said, but to save them. And they went to another village. Now, some brothers, some people I talk to, women and men, that might think the Lord is going to all people. But when you look at scriptures, you have to know who is it talking to? Who is it talking about? Just like St. John, the third chapter. People want to start at 16, and then you ask them, did they read verse 1 to verse 3? Did you read 1 all the way to 14? Nah, I just see John 3:16. It's because you're not understanding that context. You're not able to go line upon line to actually get it. Sometimes if you can't get it, go to the first chapter, right? So it's all about us coming to serve the Lord with open arms, right? With an open heart, not an open mind to get new beliefs, with an open heart to receive what the Lord is trying to show us. The prophet's been speaking about Yahawah coming. And if we're lost in the sauce, we're moving like the heathen, we love what the heathen is doing, it's going to come a time that we're not going to even know who the hell we is. When Yahweh right in front of us, we not going to even know who the hell he is. Let alone you have Pharisees, Sadducees, you have multiple people that are Israelites. Israel is scattered four corners of the earth. In the time when Yahweh come, Israel is moved around. It's a whole lot of movement. Just because you see people in the land of Israel, Israel is scattered multiple places, because you have to know in this time, Yahweh and the disciples and many other men are teaching from the Old Testament in the canon, from Genesis to Maccabees, right? And we have to devour those scriptures to be builded up. If the Lord is calling you to be a teacher, go read your history, right? Read some chapters, then get the understanding, get your knowledge, get weaned from that breast, right? That spiritual breast, right? Because the Lord don't love any man that don't dwell with wisdom. We go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, verse 28. The Lord loveth him that dwell with wisdom, right? And you want to devour that wisdom as much as you can. So when you go into the meat, just like it says in Hebrews the 5th chapter, verse 12, right? If you desire to be a teacher, you need to learn the milk before you get into the meat, right? Because we want to make sure we're practicing what we preach. Before we even practice, we need to know what to teach, what's actually going on. And it's about breaking down what this world and what Esau wanted to teach us. And we have to be ready for change. We're gonna say righteous change, right? Because Yahweh Shemel Shai is not the author of confusion, right? I'm gonna just get this and then I'm gonna close out. Right? Everybody's gonna have a different spiritual gift in this thing. This is First Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1 to 11. It says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of the Most High calleth Yahawah accursed, right? So if you moving by the Spirit, you're not gonna call Hamashiach accursed, let alone like in Isaiah 8 and 20, KJV, NLT. Anybody that's contradicting the word, you are in darkness. That's plain and plain. And the Spirit is not gonna have you speaking or teaching Shabbat Ding Dong, right? We want to be speaking one narrow line. Sorry about that, Israel. My phone, I didn't have enough space, so I'm gonna just get right back into it real quick. The spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, that no man speaking by the Spirit of God calleth Yahawah accursed, and that no man can say that Yahawah is the Lord, but by the Holy Spirit. Now, same God, which worketh all in all, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, right? To another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, which the apostles, even the prophets did, right? To another the working of miracles, which the prophets and other prophesy, right? Prophecy, right? Which I first kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues, different languages, every man severally as he will. For as the body is one, so like if I said this word wrong, but in verse 11, if I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. Other than that, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawah Shai.